New Year's Eve, Angel Reese posted a video on Instagram where she claimed to be clapping back at the haters. Grow up.
Among the most shocking, the internet is in disarray after Angel Reese revealed details of her allegedly ridiculous, unrivaled league deal. She betrayed the WNBA, the organization that shaped her career, in order to pursue a larger salary.
It's been hard for me, but adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of like just moving on has been something I try to give myself a little bit of grace.
Her loyalty isn't exactly her strong suit. After criticizing the WNBA for paying her poorly, she is now fleeing to a league that is hardly known because they are offering her more money against her moral convictions.
Angel Reese, like Rakia Jackson, it seems like there's really an emphasis for this younger generation.
Reese is only interested in the limelight, the power, and the headlines. Speaking of headlines, and has no interest in the sport or its development. Congratulations! Her most recent act, a wedding announcement, was really a pathetic attempt to keep her name trending. Angel, you've officially turned your career into a drama. Too bad. Nobody is talking about basketball anymore.
Box office. She is a star. If Angel Reese was older, I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be? But she is young. She's only 22.
She makes a shocking announcement about a wedding and a new uniform just when you thought her ego couldn't get much bigger, because it seems like playing basketball wasn't providing her with enough attention.
Check it out for yourselves. Is it any wonder why Angel Reese is viewed the way she is? Is it any wonder why Angel Reese is not taken seriously? You know what I think this is? This is a desperate cry for attention.
She is using every tactic in the book to ensure that she remains in the spotlight 10 days before the unrivaled league debut. To be honest, is this woman even capable of simply participating in the sport without making it a spectacle? If you're grading on a curve for desperation, bravo, Angel's self-promotion masterclass masquerading as a basketball career is absolutely revolutionary.
Marketable because the way you present yourself. Oh, look at me, I'm hot girl summer, hi, turn that girl, turn. Like, go sit your ass down. People are only looking at you because you're competing with Caitlyn. If there's a game, they're showing up for Caitlyn, not for you. It's on your game. That's what you need to do.
Let's clarify one issue. This is about Angel Reese doing what Angel does, not about her big deal or some league-shaking accomplishment. Even while the Unmatched League is paying Reese a lot more than most WNBA players could ever hope to see, she does her best to take center stage and hope no one notices that it's not something she truly earned. But let's face it, is she worth it? The league is throwing around figures like $22,000 average salaries, but Reese is making much more than that, not because she's the best, but because she's the loudest. She's riding the coattails of her Rose basketball club teammates, Chelsea Gray and Kalia Copper, who are real basketball players who let their skills do the talking. Reese is the one shouting, "Look at me from the sidelines," and let's not even talk about how she got into this position. Let's just say it's luck. Reese swooped in like a vulture after Caitlin Clark, the true star that everyone wanted, decided the Unmatched League wasn't worth her time. This left a huge void at the top. No rivalry, no comparisons, no issue since the real talent chose not to participate. Reese is standing alone rather than towering above everyone.
You wanna know why? Because she got that MJ mentality. She in there training non-stop. That's why she busting them threes out. Meanwhile, you on
Additionally, Reese is busy writing Instagram captions while Clark is out there rewriting the story of women's basketball. It's like giving out an MVP award at a game that nobody else bothered to play now about this Unmatched League, which is a 9v3v3 format with round-robin playoffs. Basketball in simplified form. Tailored is shorter, less demanding, and ideal for someone like Reese to shine just enough to remain relevant without breaking a sweat. It was created to help her avoid attention. The league's ostentatious compensation structure is generating media attention. Yes, but Rhea is out there seeming to be a trailblazer in the sport while actually profiting from a system that makes her appear good while accomplishing less. Call it what it is, a participation medal masquerading as advancement.
What is your stance on that? So my whole thing was like, when I got drafted, number 7. So I'm like, cool. Like, the pressure is not even on me because I'm drafted 7, so the pressure shouldn't be up there. So I'm like, all right, cool. I can just hoop. So I'm like, all right, cool.
It's because you started killing it.
Well, yeah.
And they're like, oh.
I'm still a rookie. I'm still figuring it out. Trying to figure things out.
Here's the truth. And let's not overlook the enormous hole left by Caitlin Clark in all of this. Her absence is not only obvious, but glaring. She is the player who broke attendance records, ignited the sport, and brought excitement back to basketball. Meanwhile, Reese is left to absorb whatever remaining spotlight she can find. Clark doesn't need controversy or social media stunts to stay relevant. Without Clark, she has no one to compare herself to, and she thrives in that void. However, let's not act as though it's because of her talent. Rather, it's because the one player who could overshadow her chose not to show up.
Not even close talent-wise, though. Let's keep it real, right? It's obvious she's jealous of Caitlin. Every interview, every tweet, everything is about Caitlin. I haven't yet to see Caitlin even respond to her yet. When we talk about, like, Angel saying that she had a part of it, I get what she's saying, but she seeked that attention, right? And then we did all this. That wasn't into that team.
Angel. Reese's New Year's Eve antics were the epitome of attention-seeking. While the rest of the world was celebrating, she was busy creating another look-at-me moment with an Instagram post that showcased her brand-new, unmatched league uniform. Oh, and she included some jabs at her detractors for good measure. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's 62 rookie records are still the real talk of basketball. While Reese may be chasing likes, Clark is out there shattering records and rewriting the game. One is trending on Instagram, the other is dominating history books. Can you guess which is more important? Just when you thought Reese might take a break, she hit Snapchat with a viral wedding prediction. Was it sincere, or was it just a calculated move to keep her name buzzing? Let's be honest, everything Reese does scream, "Look at me," rather than making a significant contribution to women's basketball. Her detractors are absolutely correct when they claim that she spends more time honing her social media persona than honing her on-court abilities. Reese enjoys creating drama by portraying the victim online, but her play is at best patchy. She did establish a WNBA record with 15 consecutive doubles, which is amazing, but not when you contrast it with Caitlin Clark, whose game-changing impact improved not only her team, but the league as a whole. Reese has statistics. Legacy belongs to Clark.
We just have to understand that when a transformational figure enters the fray, you got to pause and then isolate and compartmentalize and give them the love that they're due. And in this case, it belongs to Caitlin Clark.
Let's talk about Caitlin Clark. She is more than just a basketball player. She is a force for good in the economy. Her first season alone brought in $36 million for the Indianapolis economy, and while Reese was busy curating her next viral post, Clark's rookie year saw a 500% increase in WNBA merchandise sales, which is not only remarkable but revolutionary. Reese is too busy seeking clout to dream of achieving this level of impact. Clark is revolutionizing the sport, and Reese is consumed with creating Instagram-worthy moments. One creates a feed, while the other creates a dynasty.
Most of her attention she's earned from outside of the game. When I watch her play, I mean, does that look special? You think people are coming to attendance to see some rebounds? Cool. So 11 points per game, that's the 5th highest on her team. Well, that's cool. So when we look at the attendance, like who's really watching the games, right? She said Angels team, right, in Chicago. And their attendance, 6,000, 6,000, 12,000, 9,000, 8,000, 8,000, and then 17,000. Whoa, why was it 17,000? Who she played? Who think she played? Caitlin Clark.
Next are the attendance statistics. Caitlin Clark attracts an astounding 177,000 admirers to her performances. Reese Angel. The stats don't lie. She's barely making ends meet with between 6,000 and 12,000 people. Clark's presence enlivens neighborhoods and fills stadiums. Conversely, Reese gains from Clark's absence in the unmatched league without Clark present. Reese is able to enjoy a spotlight she would never have otherwise because of a lack of competition rather than competence or talent. She is not leading the charge. Rather, she is merely filling a hole, which is not domination but rather fortunate circumstances.
Check it out for yourself. Is it any wonder why Angel Reese is viewed the way she is? Is it any wonder why Angel Reese is not taken seriously? You know what I think this is? This is a desperate cry for attention.
Let's examine Angel now. Is Reese truly a trailblazer in women's basketball, or is she merely skilled at creating headlines? The Unmatched League is hailed as a new, daring chapter in the sport, but it appears that Taylor made it possible for Reese to dominate in a 9v3v3 format with round-robin playoffs, which are obligingly less taxing than a full season. This allows Reese to stay out of the spotlight while still appearing to be making waves. Clark is the true game changer and the one who propels the sport forward. Thus, her absence is felt greatly in the meantime. Reese is merely following the controversy and doing everything she can to maintain her reputation.
That skinny white girl was the best thing that ever happened to the WNBA. She's already the most exciting and entertaining player in the league, the entire league, the one you can't take your eyes off of.
Not to mention the stark disparity in their influence. Beyond her accomplishments on the court, Clark is influencing the game's future, attracting large audiences and establishing new standards for what women's basketball is capable of. Clark demands respect by talent, hard work, and undeniable influence, but relevance isn't the same as respect. Reese, on the other hand, is busy using social media to build a story of relevance. After all, Angel, Reese uses pomp and drama to get attention. More than her ability, Reese's antics reveal her priorities. She is an expert at transforming controversy into a brand, but at what price as Caitlin Clark creates a legacy that will motivate future generations? Reese's New Year's Eve antics, viral wedding teas, and never-ending Instagram adventures are all distractions from the hard reality that she is trapped chasing fleeting moments of fame. She is utilizing women's basketball as a platform for her own benefit rather than as a leader. Although the Unrivaled League is a daring venture, Reese's contribution to it seems more like a diversion than a breakthrough. When all is said and done, Reese won't be remembered for changing anything. Instead, she will be remembered as the player who made the most noise, while others, like Caitlin Clark, truly made an impact. She is loud, ostentatious, and unquestionably skilled at maintaining the conversation.